From my homeland of Wales to the vibrant shores of Jamaica, an island where every flavour tells a story. Join my friends and I as we cook our way through this magical country.
Oh, look at that.
Connecting through the delicious food, one plate at a time. From the coffee farms nestled high up in the misty blue mountains, to the plumes of pimento wood smoke rising from the jerk pan. Each experience adds an ingredient into the pot that has simmered to create a trip of a lifetime.
Cheers.
Day one in Jamaica, and my friend Chef Vita, a proud Jamaican, decided to take us on his morning run through the lush hills and valleys to see some of the sights. Along the way, I was amazed at the abundance of fruit trees growing all around. Jamaica's national fruit ackee was ripe and ready for plucking, but what we stumbled upon next blew my mind. Through the overgrown jungle, I could hear the sound of gushing water, and there it was, a beautiful, pristine, refreshing waterfall. This was so needed after that hot, sweaty run through the hills. For a first morning in Jamaica, this was pretty special. And another fruit that's growing abundantly in Jamaica is breadfruit, a staple in Jamaican and Caribbean cuisine. And Chef Vita had found a ripe one ready to pick. He agreed to show us his favourite and most simple way of enjoying this quite strange fruit that has similarities to bread. So, in the evening, we went down to the beach to cook up the breadfruit. Yes, Vita, look at this.
Yeah,
I got the breadfruit.
that is it.
This view is unbelievable.
Yeah, man, how you mean, man? Brush by the cliffs. That is it.
Is the fire ready to cook
Oh, you
these?
mean, man, it's ready.
Yeah.
Look there. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to bust the top right here. So
Yeah.
the stem, we twist it, and we're going to bust our X. One here, one
score.
here. Yeah, and then to the side, so when the heat catches it, it cooks it.
And all that smokiness is getting inside.
Yeah, the steam. Or you can do it in an oven if you have an oven at home. But you don't know, we already in a Jamaica, a wood fire setting.
And what do you call this?
Eh?
Yardman style.
Yardman style, man, roasting bresche on the car rim.
So you call it bresci?
Yeah, it's a next name. We call it breadfruit. We
Wow.
call it bresche.
Yeah, I can't wait to try this over the fire. All right, let's get them on.
Let's go.
All right, so the breadfruit just goes straight on?
Oh, you mean?
On the flames?
That is it. We can't
Yes.
wait. We have to get it on right away.
Tell me about this oven, man.
All right, so you don't know this is the car wheel. The
Literally
car
a
rim.
car rim.
Yeah, the rim.
They've turned
And
into
then-
an oven.
And then these steels now, where you get in construction to build
Yeah,
houses, we use them as the foot.
That's
and then we put this right here for support when
Yeah.
you weld it. So this is, if you have a car rim and it's damaged, like even hit in or dent in, this is a perfect
reuse
way
it.
to reuse it. And as a coal stove, it also has holes
yeah.
underneath. So the breeze, the air
Nice.
actually goes through and it actually catches
It's
fire.
like it's meant to be.
Definitely, man. And you don't know, just let the breadfruit.
So how long would they take to cook
So
approximately?
depending on the heat or
Yeah.
the fire, maximum like say 30 minutes. The goal we want to achieve is that nice darkness. We want to get it all around. So while it's actually roasting, we're going to turn them.
Yeah.
So each side of the breadfruit, aka bresche, get active. You see me?
Or dragon eggs. as we now
Dragon
call them.
eggs, yeah.
Well, we're gonna jump in now, bro. So keep an eye on these.
You don't know
And it'll
the
be nice and
price.
warm when we get out. Yeah, yeah.
I will take good care of them.
We'll be back in 30 minutes.
Yeah, man. You don't know. I'm not a good swimmer, so I ain't gonna try.
How are they looking?
They're looking good, you know, as you can see, the X that we marked earlier, all of that, you're gonna see a lot of steam come out. So it's actually,
steam smoke.
yes, steam smokes and actually cooks it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, man, and the fire is doing a good job thanks to the breeze.
You live in a beautiful country.
Man, I tell them, man, hey, that's why I can't leave.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, too nice, my G. Yo, fireball, brush ready, you know?
The breadfruit's ready.
Oh man, that is it. See it here? Brush ready.
Oh, it's steaming.
Yeah man, watch out now. So what we do now to test if it's fully ready, we stick the knife down, and once the knife goes straight through it, it's ready.
Oh, look at that.
Bread Chef S. Take this one and scale it off, scale it down nice, and then we do a peel, and then we eat.
That flesh just looks so creamy.
Yeah, man.
So simple, just cooked over the fire.
Oh gosh, man, nice and easy, quick and fast.
So this is breche cooked over the fire,
Oh
right
my
by
God.
the ocean. Let's have a taste. Just harvested today.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you so much for this, by the way.
It's a pleasure, man. Melts in your mouth, very buttery.
You can taste a little smoke from the fire.
Lord have mercy.
That's proper Jamaican food there.
Ja good. So in Jamaica growing up, right, we have this saying when it comes to pudding. You have fire at top, fire at bottom, and hallelujah in the middle. And this is the hallelujah. Just like that. Yeah, man.
Just off the coast of St. Anne, Jamaica, we found ourselves on the doorstep of renowned Mr. Wallace, affectionately known as the Puddin Man. Unbelievable. So these are the car wheel ovens. It's ingenious.
Yeah, I'm telling you. These ones are ready,
These
so
ones
they
are
have them
stacked
stacked up. They're just cooling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so they let them cool off and finish off cooking almost.
Yeah,
Residual heat.
yeah.
I like
and as
that.
you can feel the heat.
Bro, this is so hot right now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Hello. Nice to meet you. How are you doing?
This is the general.
This is,
Yeah, man.
you're the general. What's your name?
My name is Mr. Wallace.
Mr. Wallace. This is your store?
Yes, sir.
How long have you had it for?
About 9 years. No. About 22 years.
How did you get those mixed up?
I know.
It's been so long.
Wow. Wow. This is incredible, man. You make the best cake I've ever eaten.
Thank you. We started on the pudding. The problem that we had when we make the pudding, we couldn't get it out the pot. So my wife looked at me and said, why don't you use some butter and butter the pot?
Nice.
And we started that, and that worked.
Wow.
Then, all of a sudden now, we get complaint. What is the complaint? It's too hard, too much cornmeal, too much sugar, too much flour, it's too tough, that's too soft, all different kinds of things. So every time they talk, we make an adjustment.
Yeah.
So after all of that, we hear nobody complain no more. So we write down the recipe and work on that recipe. So like now you'll find a lady, her job is just to make the recipe. She don't know how to bake though.
Yeah.
The man who bakes, he don't know how to make the recipe.
That's smart. That's smart.
So I have to do it like that.
Secret. It's a secret.
Right, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah.
Okay. So we started out first with the potato pudding. After the potato, we said people are going to tired of eating potato. So we started the cornmeal. After we did the cornmeal, we said people are going to tired of just the two. We said let's start another one. We start the we start the total.
Total, yeah, I love total.
And after we start the total, we said it's only three. We still need another one. We start the banana.
Nice.
Then after we start the banana, we start the pumpkin.
Wow.
The pumpkin was the trickiest one because we ourselves, we didn't even know that we were able to do the pumpkin. And when we do it, we were shocked.
Yeah.
They love the pumpkin.
Moist.
They love the pumpkin. Then we decided that we're going to do some carrots.
Blow.
So we do the carrots. So we have this 6 different type of pudding.
Yeah.
So can we see some of the puddings cooking?
Sure.
Wow.
So these ovens, how do they help make the cake so like moist and
Because of the charcoal.
the charcoal? Yeah.
If you bake, when I used to bake it in the States, if you bake, when you use the gas,
Yeah.
it sucks out too much of the moisture.
It's too dry or something,
Too
is
dry.
it? Ah,
When
okay.
you use the coal, you have a better control.
Yeah.
This is from the early days,
Yes.
the original days.
Yeah, yeah.
When we was kids, our parents couldn't afford to buy big food for us. So what they will do is they'll bake a pudding in the morning. We get a cup of tea.
Ah, nice.
We go on to school. At lunchtime, we come back. We get another cup of tea. You understand? So this is what we grew up on.
I had 2 pieces last night for
Yes.
dinner. My stomach is full still.
So yes, because it holds you.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like cheese chick.
No.
You know, air bubble.
Yeah,
You know, this is real hot.
Yeah.
So when you eat that, it stays in you.
Yeah.
You know, so when
Puts meat on the bones.
Right. So when we was young, that's what our parents feel.
Nice. Okay.
You know? Yes.
How do you get that sticky glaze on top? What is it you put on top?
The glaze, well, in the early days, we call it custard.
Custard.
Yeah, so you have to put certain things together, and then you have to boil it, and then when you get the sugar and all, it comes out.
Like a caramel.
Right,
Yeah.
right, and then you use it and spread it on.
Oh,
the
that's the
because
cherry on top.
yeah, we used to make it real dry, but now we do everything.
Sticky. I like that. Yeah.
And people, the customer love it like that.
I really like it like that.
Yes, yes.
All right, you made me feel like some more pudding, so I gotta taste some.
All right. Anything else before?
Thank you so much.
All right, it was nice talking to you.
Nice to meet you.
And thanks for coming to visit the pudding shop.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
We're gonna get some inside right now.
All right.
All right, who wants some pudding?
Ready.
Hello, how are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Thank you for making such good pudding.
Where are you from?
We're from Wales.
Wales. What kind of language I speak over there?
We speak Welsh and English. I had to show my audience the amazing pudding, so. What's your name? Sorry, I didn't get your name.
My name is Ione Wallace.
Ione, well, that's a beautiful name.
Thank you. Hey, how we gonna get a copy of the video that you just did?
You can just type my name on YouTube.
What's your name?
You type Gaz Oakley.
We're gonna write it.
Yeah, we'll write it down. Yeah.
Listen to your Jamaican accent.
All right.
All right, so 1 sweet potato and 1 cornmeal for me, and the rest 2 sweet potato. Go ahead. Yeah.
We got our pudding.
Oh,
Thank you, Mr. Wallace.
Yo.
Man, this is such a treat. It's still
Bridget,
hot.
Catch the heat.
Wow. Yo, this is unbelievable. All right, I'm gonna have a big taste of this now. Look how sticky that is.
It gets different water. He said no violence. We need to
Unbelievable.
no violence.
Mr. Wallace's puddings are spiced to perfection. The texture is luxurious and it's almost like caramel. It blows my mind how he's able to create such an incredible cake using the coal stoves. Ackee, Jamaica's national fruit. Out of a can, it's great, but here, fresh in Jamaica, it tastes unbelievable.
That's the best ackee.
The best ackee I think I've ever had too. All right, Vita.
Yes, sir.
You're gonna show me how you cook ackee in Jamaica.
Oh, you mean, man? You see me some ackee. We're gonna do a nice, easy ackee recipe.
Yes.
As you can see, we have the ackee here.
Fresh.
You know what I mean? The mother with our 3 black pitney.
Yeah, is that what you call it?
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? You say, yo, so these now, the ackee, we open it up. As you can see, the ackee is actually open. We're gonna take the ackee out of the pod. You're gonna see it like this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So what we do now, we want to screw off the seed
Screw
off
it
of the
off.
top. Just screw it off, turn it. Yeah. So
yeah.
when you do that now, you go so boom at the ackee down.
Nice. So ackee when it's closed is poisonous.
So yeah, because there's a certain toxins in the ackee when it's very closed.
Wow.
And with nature, it's telling you that it's not ready. It's not
Right.
cooked by the sun.
That's
Just
a
like
nice
a
way of
ripe
putting it.
banana, so it's not ready yet. So
Yeah,
why
yeah.
would you force open it?
True.
And if you force open it, you're in trouble. The toxins
wow.
in the ackee will poison you. So
And this is Jamaica's national fruit as well.
national fruit,
Wow.
man. You see it, but you don't know. As a vegan, as an italist, we don't eat saltfish. No. So we are preparing
Straight
ackee
Nice.
with some nice herbs that we have
Beautiful.
here from the market.
And you're gonna cook this in salt water as well from the sea?
Yeah, we're
Wow,
gonna use
look
the
at
salt
that.
water for cook the ackee. You know what I mean? Let's hope it's not too salty.
Nah, it'll be
but you
fine.
don't know, say we are gonna cook it up.
All right. So I'll prep this whilst you get some water, yeah?
All right, bless. Yes, sir. You don't know. The sea is a bit rough. We're gonna collect some water, catchment, to cook the ackee. Oh gosh. Little water. Come on. Yo, guys, you start out the ackee.
I'm doing my best. I even got Harlem helping me out. I just can't believe that there's trees like everywhere all around Jamaica just loaded
You know
with
why?
these.
Because the birds eat it. And when they eat it, they take the seeds, they fly around and drop the seeds.
Yeah.
So the seeds can just be planted. So like all these seeds now that we have right here, if I throw a seed over there, it can germinate
start
and
my
get
own
a
ackee tree over there.
Yeah, man. It's a beautiful fruit, you know?
It really is.
Yeah, man.
Before coming to Jamaica, I only ever had a tin of ackee, you know?
Yeah,
And
because
it's kind of a bit too soft.
yeah,
Still tastes good, but
yeah, cause that's the thing, you know, because ackee don't grow in London or even Wales.
I wish.
So, you know, you probably can carry a seed with you and try.
Should I try my greenhouse?
Yeah, try a thing, guys. Be the first in Wales to actually grow ackee.
That would be incredible.
Yeah, man. How you mean?
All right, Vita.
Yo.
That's all the ackee done.
Yeah, man.
So you're gonna wait for that water to boil before you put it in?
Yeah, because you don't know when you put ackee in a cold water.
Okay,
you see me? Because when you do that now, the ackee is actually gonna be too soggy.
Yeah.
You know, so you want the ackee to get that warm boiling water. You just put the ackee in so it cooks. You know?
Nice.
Yeah, man. So we are going to actually just go and do some prep. We are going to prep up the pepper, them bell peppers, tomatoes, scotch bonnet, scallion and thyme.
Cool.
We're going to prep those in the meantime while the water gets hot.
So that's the famous Scotch bonnet there.
Wow.
That gives everything its unique,
gosh, man, hot.
unique Jamaican
hot
flavour.
like lava, man.
You only put a tiny bit there.
Yeah,
these ones super spicy.
Yeah, because it's red.
Shall I try it? And you got the red, gold and green there.
Yeah, man. You don't know where I add in the ice, green and gold. Oh,
shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh my word.
Respect the pepper, guys. I told you
That
to
is
take
so
it easy.
spicy. Now I know why you use the tiniest bit.
That's what you call blood fire. Yeah, that is it.
My mouth is still burning.
Hey guys, I was trying to warn you, you know, but you know you want it to go all the way, so
spicy.
Yes, guys. So we're just gonna drop these ackee right into the pot.
So how long do they take to cook?
It depends on the ackee, cause sometimes we'll have some hard ackee, sometimes you have a soft one. For
so
these
you have to taste it.
Yeah, but these ones, I hope they're not gonna take long. So at least like 12 to 15 minutes.
Okay.
You have to keep an eye on them because you don't want the ackee to cook too much, too soft and soggy. So you don't know, check on it. So yeah, man. So you see, guys, ackee is nice. It's firm. It's not soft and saggy.
It's just cooked.
Just cooked perfectly. Here you go, man.
All right, so ackee cooked in the Jamaican seawater.
Yeah.
Oh. That salt water is perfect for this.
Perfect.
Seasoned to perfection.
Seasoned to perfection, man.
We thought the same thing.
Man.
That is amazing.
Yo.
And now it's going to get even better because you've got all those amazing ingredients.
So what we're going to do now, we're going to throw off this water.
Yeah.
And then strain it off. We're going to put in the olive oil on the pot, get the oil hot. And then we're going to caramelize, saute these ingredients in the pot.
Yeah.
And then when they're caramelized and sauteed, then now we just add the cooked, drained ackee onto the ingredients so it can cook. You can smell that.
And look at that red, gold and green, just like your top.
What you mean, man? Red, gold and green, man. Straight up.
Get it in.
Oh my gosh. So the key with cooking ackee, you don't want to deal with it too rough because you don't want the ackee to actually break up. You want the ackee to be whole. And we're right here, we have the perfect example of some ackee that are firm and, you know, ready.
You've got all the best Jamaican flavours in this. Scallion, Scotch bonnet, thyme, and you add this at the end for the fragrance.
For the fragrance, so the aromatic. Nice.
Wow, and the ocean behind.
Oh gosh.
I reckon we should just take this pot. Don't even put it on the plate. Just take the pot down by the ocean and we can enjoy it down there.
Of course.
That's incredible.
No probs, man.
Vita, thank you for this unbelievable experience right by the ocean. And people, my audience, they can come and do this with you right here, right?
Of course.
So you just need to click the link below this video and Vita will give you your own personal experience right by the ocean or by the river. And this ackee is so good, you got to try it. Can we eat some?
Oh, you mean?
Yes.
Let's go. Please. Yes, I waited long for this, man. Catch that red, green, and gold, man.
Oh, wow.
That's the best ackee.
The best ackee I think I've ever had too. Wow. So good, man.
Yeah, man.
That's Jamaica in a pot, right?
Yes, I.
Mariana, lovely to meet you.
So nice to
Oh wow, I'm so happy to be here.
So I'm Mariana. I'm a first generation Middle Eastern, and I've always wanted to open a restaurant. I've always loved cooking. It comes from my family and the space that food took at home. So today I'm merging like my cultural background with my love for tacos with Jamaica. So I have a falafel taco. We make it from scratch here, and that's the plate of the day. But you're also trying other things as well.
Mariana, what is this drink exactly? It tastes unbelievable.
So it's tamarind with a bit of cane sugar and a bit of floral extract, rose water.
So beautiful.
Yeah, so I use a lot of rose water here because that's my Middle Eastern background.
I love rose water so much.
So this is some hummus that you can nibble on. Purple sweet potato hummus, papadum, olive oil, Kalamata olives, carrot tops. This is rose almond cornbread with sorrel, star anise chutney, and then a pumpkin split pea soup, but kind of like a more North African flavor profile on it.
So we got the sweet potato hummus, papadums. That's some tasty hummus. And this beautiful cornbread cooked in a banana leaf, which is really incredible. I love how she's using a banana leaf not only for presentation, but to actually cook the cake in, or the cornbread in, and this sorrel chutney with the cornbread is going to be incredible. That is actually delicious. I need the recipe for this. Mariana just said she made this pumpkin and split lentil North African style soup. Not that I'm cold, but strange desire for warm soup right now since it's in front of me. It smells incredible. It's boiling outside, but I'm ready for this. You're so quiet. I've never heard you so quiet. That's when the food is good.
So this is jerk jackfruit with roasted onions. So where I'm from, we always used to serve roasted onions with like grilled meats.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not meat, but it's inspired from that. And some tomatillos that I found for the first time ever. Wow. This is like a world premiere in Jamaica, the tomatillos. And some sorrel chutney, so the sweetness with the spiciness.
Sweet, tangy,
and
spicy.
some papadums.
I can taste that before even eating it. It looks amazing.
Well, go ahead.
Thank you. Nice bit of heat there. Yeah. That's really good. Try that.
This is our falafel taco. Callaloo falafel, ripe plantain, caramelized onion butter, cabbage for some crunch, and pickled sorrel.
Look at these. It's like a taco, like a Middle Eastern taco with Jamaican produce.
And the festive color.
Yeah. This dish probably sums you up really as a person with the melting, all the influences in this.
I think if you're gonna open a restaurant or if you get into food, you have to do what you know best. And this is what I know best. Do what comes from within, and that's the most sincere way.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Mariana's restaurant was simply mind-blowing, and it had the most amazing magical energy inside it. Her food was the ultimate union of her heritage and Jamaica, using the finest local produce. And if Jamaica couldn't get any better, all around you'll find what I think are sacred RASTA restaurants. Sacred because there's a mystical-like energy in the air that you feel as soon as you step inside. They're more than just a restaurant. They're community hubs where you find nourishment. We stopped off at legendary Shanty Man on the outskirts of Kingston town. His restaurant overlooking the city serves up fresh, heartwarming meals in calabash bowls, all with a friendly welcome. This looks incredible, overlooking the most amazing view of Kingston.
That is it.
Proper ital cooking. So good. He also brews and serves homemade roots tonic, a concoction of magical Jamaican herbs for whole body healing.
All the ingredients are natural herbs. And then now fermented.
Wow.
Pimento seed. Chincha.
Yeah.
Alright. And molasses,
Nice. Yeah.
honey,
Yeah.
and brown sugar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's gonna be fiery, hot.
3 months before
Wow.
I serve it.
Yeah.
So it's ready, man.
Wow. Okay. Gonna
Give
make
you
me strong,
energy,
yeah?
man. Yes, man.
You want one? Just 2 then, please. I'll take 3. I'll take 2.
All right.
I'll take 4. All right, we'll take 5. Thank you for the amazing food. Thank you for.
Forward too.
We'll be back. Shanty Man, best food in Kingston. Thank you. Shantyman's restaurant is a must-stop if you're in Kingston. It often seems that plant-based living is a new thing, but here in Jamaica, Rastafarians have been eating plant-based since forever. They call it ital, which is derived from the word vital. It reflects the importance of life force and energy in food. The core principles of ital is to only eat natural, pure foods straight from the earth, nothing processed or filled with chemicals. This way of eating is seen as a way to increase life energy, which is central to Rastafarian spirituality. It was an honour to cook with my friend Chef Vita this nourishing, delicious ital stew. Oh man, what a place to enjoy this.
May I tell you guys, perfect spot.
Right by the river.
Yes, sir.
Alright, let's have a taste.
What you mean?
That's seasoned to perfection. Sensational. Alright. Should we chop some of these greens?
What you mean? So what we're going to do now, we're going to actually prep up the pumpkin, and then after that we chop up the pumpkin fine. Then we have the tomato, the pepper, the ginger, we have some okra, some scallion and thyme, some garlic.
Bro, the color of this pumpkin is unbelievable, like vibrant orange. What is it? Do you know the variety? What do you call it?
So in Jamaica, when we go to the market, we'll say, yo, we want the curry pumpkin, we want the pumpkin will look
I love all the
steamy.
names you have.
Yeah, man, it's just a little lingo, you know what I mean? And because we as Italians, as Rastas, we don't use certain things in our stew, so the pumpkin give it that curry look.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Deep orange.
Yeah, that deep orange, rich. It give it that creamy finish. So you don't know, but in Rasta terms, instead of pumpkin, we say yonkin.
It's always
Rasta language.
Why is that?
Because you don't know Rastas, we create our own dialect of.
But what is it with the letter P?
Yonkin. Eh?
Tell me why no P's? You say, don't say patty, you say yati.
Yeah.
Why?
Yonkin. Because sometimes, you know, words sound power. So it's instead of say punk. We are not punk, you know what I mean? We're not.
I love that.
No pumpkin,
Okay.
you know, pumpkin, you know what I mean?
I'm going to call pumpkins Yonkin from now on.
Yeah.
But this is nice, you cut it small so it sort of melts down.
Yeah, because texture is key.
Yeah.
So when you're cooking a stew, you cut in thin texture, so when it cooks down with the coconut milk, all of they will dissolve and get very creamy.
Nice.
And then now with that it's very enticing to consume in a stew. So when you cook ital, texture is key.
Bro, the Scotch bonnet, this for me is the flavour of Jamaica.
Green.
But I made the mistake yesterday, didn't I? Eating that little bit, the red one.
I warned you, and it was the red one. You messed with the red one. It's green and gold. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I told you
that
to take
is so
it easy.
spicy. I thought I could handle the heat, but they're different in Jamaica. Oh, look at this spider, man. That's why he sent me to get the banana leaf. I'm staying away from that. Country living.
The ginger, the garlic smells so good.
Man, everything's just a little bit more vibrant here, I feel.
Because of the soil.
And the sun, yeah.
And the sun.
Oh, you got the most fertile soil. So ginger next.
Ginger.
So this is a dreadnut, you call this?
Yes, dreadnut.
And you use this to make coconut milk?
Coconut milk.
Wow.
It's very versatile. You can use the shell to make a plate.
Oh,
you know what I mean? If you want to make a cup, you can make cups. You can make so much things with it. So we're going to bust it right now and grate it right by the river.
So you're going to smash this on the concrete?
Yes, sir.
All right, do it. Wow. All right, let's make the milk. So you got this old school grater.
Yeah, man, that is it. Look at it.
I'm gonna take this home, you know.
Yeah, man, definitely. That's your souvenir.
Yeah, we just picked this up from the market. Obviously essential in making the milk. So
you mean?
You don't need a blender. Old school style.
Old school style. This is how I've learned growing up.
Yeah.
And we're learning from a mentor, Vita.
Vita.
Yeah, he would, as a youngster, like a little protege, he will make me do the oxing or the coconut. That way, you know, it will teach me discipline and precision. After all of that, guys, we're gonna wash this off in the river, and then after that, we're gonna bring it and grate on that. Here you go. Look at that. So all of this right here grated, and then we're gonna squeeze it.
Wow.
To get all that juice. And there you have it, guys. Coconut, shredded, nice with the grater, good old stuff. We're just gonna add it to water to this, mix it around, and then hit it on a strainer.
Oh, so that's how coconut milk is made.
Yes, sir.
I'm so used to getting it in a bloody can.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So rich, so dry. You squeeze so much liquid out of that. And that milk is like the creamiest coconut milk I've ever seen.
Yeah, man,
So
rich.
Rich, you can see the fat in it.
Ital.
Ital.
Yes,
Love
sir.
that country style.
Yeah, man.
So oil into the pot.
So the oil is hot, guys. And now we're gonna drop in the ingredients.
Nice. Oh, yes. This is proper cooking, man. I love cooking over fire, but I've never cooked anywhere so breathtaking.
We're
in my
above
life,
a
bro.
river.
Yeah.
Because the river run underneath.
Yeah.
So we're actually above the river on a bridge.
Yeah, yeah.
Cooking right in nature.
Do you know what? They say that the best restaurants in the world, you can hear water and you can see fire.
Damn.
Those two things make like
Elements.
something in us humans that makes the food and the atmosphere feel even more amazing. We're experiencing that right now.
Oh my gosh.
So this food should taste even better.
That's right. I like that analogy,
It's good,
man.
right?
Thanks for that. Let's go.
It smells good.
Yes, sir. So we're gonna lay these ingredients for them to sweat, caramelize. Then we drop in the yonkin, aka pumpkin, and the beans.
Yes.
And then after that we'll drop our dry ingredients for them to come.
All the spices.
Yes, all the spices to caramelize with it. Then we drop in the dreadnought milk
Yes.
for everything to cook down into a stew.
Yes, brother.
Yes, sir.
Bless up.
Nice bike.
All right, guys, we're gonna add in the dreadnought milk.
This is gonna be intense. Wow, that's creamy, man.
Yeah, man.
So rich.
So we're gonna add the coconut milk to the flour.
What kind of consistency do you want?
Well, we just need a nice, you know, fluffy dough.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're just gonna do a little. We call them spinners.
Ah, yeah, I love spinners.
Yeah, man. So the only thing, you know, you just roll them like this, tiny, perfect, because they're gonna swell. So we're gonna drop them in the pot.
Vita, let me ask you a question a second.
Yes, sir.
What is the importance of growing food and living off the land for like a Rasta person?
Well, it's very essential because you don't know how we promote self-sufficiency, eat what you grow and live off the land, because our ancestors are people that live off the land. And because back in the days, Rastas were chastised and did not see as a group of people that they want to be in society, because we're rebelling against the system and an oppression. So because of that, we have to yard to the hills and grow our own food and be self-sufficient.
Yeah.
So we don't have to rely on the system, because the system does not include us in society at one point.
Yeah.
So we have to provide for self and self-sustain ourselves during those rough times.
And growing the food adds
And
so
growing-
much power.
And it's a connection because we more promote healthy lifestyles, so it's a connection.
Yeah, yeah. Wow. That's proper deep. And actually, like, the main reason I started growing my food was to take back that power, and it's like a food revolution, a silent revolution. But you know, I didn't have to do it because I was forced to do it.
Yeah.
But I guess in a way,
But it's the
a blessing.
consciousness and it's a connection.
Yeah.
Because it makes more sense.
Yeah.
Why rely on the farmers market
Yeah.
or even the society or the
supermarkets.
supermarket to
Yeah.
provide your food when you can grow your own food?
you don't know where it's coming from. You reap the benefits of the mental clarity that growing food has
Definitely,
to do
and
with
it's
it.
a connection.
Yeah, I just love it here, man, because There's so much vibrant produce just growing around our
cacao
eyes.
trees right there.
Cacao by there,
Coconut tree, ackee tree,
banana,
that's an avocado tree right there.
avocado tree right by there.
Man, there's an almond tree right there.
Almond tree, this is...
Banana trees right by the roadside.
Wow.
It's paradise.
It literally is.
A
I mean,
mango tree.
I could only dream of waking up somewhere like this and just being able to come out and pick these kind of fruits.
Yeah, man,
I do what I can in Wales, but this is on another level.
Yeah, man, and we're above the river.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be reflected, and I've already tasted the reflection of how good the produce is here in the food.
Yes,
I can't wait to enjoy this, man.
Oh my
it's almost
gosh.
ready.
Yeah, it
You
is.
just got to add the time, right?
Yeah.
Yo, don't tell Vita, but I'm going to just throw in this extra red Scotch bonnet for an extra bit of spice, and it looks so nice in there too. Yo, don't look by here, Vita. Don't look.
Blow, wow. That's a whole pepper.
That is it. I know it's nearly ready when you pick up the thyme.
It's time for time.
I love that you add it just at the end for that fragrance.
Yeah.
It's so cool. I'm going to start doing that myself.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that smells unbelievable.
Yes,
You put loads of thyme in sort of Caribbean cuisine. Thyme is so essential, right?
Yeah,
and
man.
scallion, but why thyme?
Because the aromatic, you know, smell, and then the flavors, and then it's a perfect garnish to finish off a meal.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I didn't have any, I would just use a parsley or cilantro.
I think you'd be lost without time, man.
I'm telling you, that's why, hey, lost in time.
Yeah. Let me have a smell of that.
Smell it, bro.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh my word, that looks unbelievable.
Yes,
so much colour. I love how that pumpkin's just melted down.
And
so
that's what
nicely.
I was saying before. Texture is key. Once we cut it in small increments, when the coconut milk catches it, it's gonna just dissolve into the stew.
Unbelievable.
Yes,
all right, so you're gonna throw in some parsley at the end.
Yes,
serve
we're
up.
gonna chop up some.
I need to taste this,
some
man.
Garnishing. All right,
bro. I'm ready to eat this.
Let's go.
Let's get it in these lovely calabash bowls.
Yes,
look at them.
Yes,
Pick these up from the market. So beautiful. I can't wait to taste this. Very natural.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's have a taste.
What do you mean?
Wow.
Whoa.
Bro, you're gonna make me want to move here.
Guys, I'm telling you. Whenever you're ready, Jamaica is your second home, bro.
Respect. Wales for you as well.
You don't know the thing, go, man. Jeez. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Look at that.
My mouth is literally watering.
Mine as well, brother.
Oh yes, look at this. This is a Jamaican ital feast right here.
Yes, I.
Cheers to Jamaica.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Who needs chicken?
When you have pink oyster mushrooms like these. Oh man, let's make some jerk.
Yes, my favorite. Come on, let's do it. Vita, I have a go at making jerk at home quite a lot, but I've never ever made it with such incredible produce from the home of jerk, Jamaica. These ingredients look incredible.
These are the best ingredients to make a nice jerk marinade, bro. I can't wait.
On the mushrooms too, grown locally. These oyster mushrooms look unbelievable.
They're growing mandeville.
Yeah. So first up, we need to make a marinade. So we chop up these spring onions.
Yeah, let's get to it.
All right, amazing. So you're just chopping them up a little bit just to help the blender out, yeah?
Yes, I.
Look how much you're getting in there as well. This is going to be some really intense jerk.
I'm telling you, bro.
Talking of intense, should we chop up some Scotch bonnet, some ginger and some garlic as well? So this is something new. I don't usually put tomato in there. Maybe some tomato paste, but you put this in for that richness, right?
Oh, you mean, man? Because you don't know in Jamaica we keep it authentic, so you don't know we're forgetting the tomatoes in the mix.
Nice.
Yeah.
And just the flesh.
We're gonna actually put all of it in, so that the juices, we want some of the juices, and then the dates now is gonna come and give it that body. Yes.
So you just soak some dates to give it that sweetness and the richness.
Yes, I.
All right, it wouldn't be any recipe in Jamaica without thyme, it seems. You put thyme in everything, but I'm good with that. I love it. So fragrant.
Oh man.
I know this next ingredient now is gonna make this jerk the best I've ever had, because I can't get hold of this in Wales, but I'm gonna take a load home. This is authentic Jamaican pimento. It grows everywhere around here.
Yes.
I can only ever get allspice, which is a good alternative, but it's not the real thing.
These are bringing so much memories, because I remember growing up in Chilani.
Yeah.
For the summertime, I would pick these and make my little pocket money.
Yeah.
So we'll be a picker, catch them, pick them off the tree. Even the limbs, I would be like a picker with a hook. We call it a crutch stick.
Okay.
Pick them for the elders, and the elders will be below picking them. We put them in the sun for them to actually become like this.
Dry out.
I'm telling you, so it's a lot of connection goes into having this right here. We preparing it, you know what I mean?
And the smell, it reminds you of like Christmas time almost. It's got that allspice, but for you, it's not. I guess it's not Christmas. It's just your
It's a regular day.
It's a regular thing. This is
regular
amazing.
day in the island, man.
So yeah, I've just ground that up into a powder. Before blending, give the ingredients a good old mix up. Get them into your blender. Add that ground pimento, some ground Jamaican nutmeg, and ground cinnamon. As the marinade ingredients are blending, Chef Vita adds some olive oil, some soy sauce for that umami power, and coconut sugar for a hint of sweetness.
Oh yeah. All right, let's take a look.
Oh yes. Look at the consistency. Oh my word.
All these jerk sauce in Jamaica has nothing on this one, man.
Jeez. That's the marinade done. It's just missing one thing.
Yes.
A bit of salt.
Of course.
Let's get some in.
Yeah, man. All right.
So let's give it a taste before we get it on those mushrooms.
Of course.
Oh wow. That's got the perfect balance. Sweet, sugar, spice, tang. But tell me, also, story of jerk is the actual smoking process, isn't it?
Yes.
And I heard that often it was smoked over pimento wood.
Yes.
So should we go and grab some pimento wood after we've mixed these mushrooms in the marinade?
Definitely.
All right. Proper authentic.
Yes.
So we're just trying to get like that marinade in all of the little crevices.
Yes, as you can see here, it's soaked all the colors, all the ingredients. We're gonna rest this one right here.
All right.
Jerk originated with the indigenous peoples of Jamaica from the Arawak and the Taino tribes, and was carried forward by the Jamaican Maroons, who connected with them in the 17th century. The Maroons were Africans that broke free from enslavement in Jamaica and took refuge in the mountain, forging self-sufficient communities and connecting deeply with the land. The marinated meats were often cooked slowly in underground oven pits to minimize the smoke so that not to give their locations away. Jerk is more than just a dish, it's a sign of the resilience of the human spirit under the harshest conditions. And cooking this mushroom-based version with my longtime friend Chef Vita using local ingredients was a real privilege I'll always remember.
Vita, I just had a little idea.
What's it?
You know, I've been to Jamaica. This is my second trip now.
Yeah.
I've seen the pimento tree a couple of times.
Yeah.
I think I need a challenge. If I can identify the pimento tree and get it right, I win Jamaican citizenship.
All right.
You're in charge of that, right?
All right, of course. I can hook it up.
Wow. This is going to be challenging. I don't know what I'm looking for right now. There's so many trees. And there's some donkeys. Look. Oh, you're nice. What's your name? Rasta donkey. Vita's found the tree, so now I need to identify it. Whoa, there's aloe vera everywhere too. All right, so that's soursop. There's breadfruit there. This one. Yeah, we found it. Well, I haven't found it. Vita's found it. We're still looking for it, but... Is this it here? This scraggly looking thing here?
This scraggly thing right here?
Yeah.
Bingo.
Yes.
Here you go. Smell it.
Woo. So this is the pimento leaf. Oh man, and the leaf smells like the seed.
And here's a branch.
Unbelievable. Oh, that's what we need.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this on the fire.
Yes.
Bless up, donkey. Just before we put the mushrooms on the grill, Vita put some of the pimento leaves onto the fire to release some of the fragrance. It's jerk time.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh, the grill is ready.
Yeah, look at that smoke coming out of this. All of that smoke is flavour that's going to be injected into these mushrooms. Oh, and it's hot as well. Ooh. That actually smells really good.
Yeah.
We shouldn't breathe in this too much. Let's get those mushrooms on.
Let's go.
Oh, little sizzle. All right. So how long are we cooking these for?
Yo, depending on the heat and the fire, we're gonna knock these out for around 10 and then we just turn them. So we'll just see how the magic happens.
Oh! A little drizzle of oil, then flip them over?
Of course.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, and we got that rosemary brush as well, so we're gonna pick up some more of this sauce, get that over the top as they're cooking.
Yes, and we're gonna put the pimento leaves over
Yeah.
the mushrooms for those flavors to actually jerk with the mushrooms.
All right, leaves just going over the top to trap in that smoke, yeah?
Yes, I.
All right, this is such a cool idea.
Yeah, man, get them flavors on there. Yo, guys, I'm gonna make this experience a next level, bro. Cause when we do jerk here, it's complemented with bread. But guess what? We have breadfruit, roast breadfruit.
You know how much I love that now. Flipping it, this is gonna be the best night ever.
Let's
get it on.
All right.
That's gonna absorb so much of that smoke as well.
So what we're gonna do, just gonna place the breadfruit at the far end.
In a cooler corner.
Yes. That is it.
Vita and Gaz up in the Irish Town Mountains in Jamaica. Look at these jerk mushrooms. They are done.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Look at that.
My mouth is literally watering.
Mine as well, brother.
This is a Jamaican ital feast right here.
Yes, I. Ha ha.
Oh man, this was a labour of love. Look at them.
Oh man, look at that.
All right, it's time, man. Bit of salt on top.
Yes.
Bit of lime. Do you want to squeeze some lime over?
Of course, my pleasure.
Bro, thank you for this.
It's a pleasure, man.
Cheers to Jamaica.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Oh my word.
Mm-hmm.
That is literally the best mouthful of food I've had in all of Jamaica. All of my time traveling. I cannot believe it. Did you hear the crunch? I think the crunch was heard back in my homeland of Wales. It was that loud. So it's almost developed like a skin, like chicken would. It's crunched. You haven't even said anything, but I've never seen him so quiet in my life. Oh my word, bro. Vita's got his own little cafe and juice bar. Get this on the menu as soon as possible.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
I want you queuing up for his shop for these jerk mushrooms. Unbelievable. Who needs chicken?
When you have pink oyster mushrooms like these.
Thank you, Firebar.
That is it.
Yes, bro.
Yes, sir.
It's a so. How was your portion? Yes, we're in Dub Club Kingston. Getting some food, some ital, sipping some yatties before we go and do a little dance, shaking a little leg. Look at that. That's the leg shake I'm going to be doing after this. Cheers.
Rockers, no slackers. This is the rockers moment, you know?
Cheers, brother. What we got here? Ackee.
Ackee, yeah.
My favorite ackee.
No, party. Yati.
Yati.
So they are saying ital. RASTA man style.
Oh, yeah.
Kings and queens in the area.
How? That smells good. 2 yatties for me. Alright. Isn't it crazy you can come to a place like this up in the hills and have proper good ital vegan food with the good, best music
And the view.
Pull it up, pull it up, pull it up, pull it up, pull it up. Right about now. Hold on, introduce your man name good.
After a late night at the legendary Kingston Dub Club, a pick-me-up is needed. Soursop is growing all around Jamaica, and this strange fruit is nature's candy. It's rich in antioxidants, vitamins and anti-inflammatory properties. The leaves can even be used to make a healing tea, but this morning, Vita shows me how to make a simple juice. First, we tear the flesh into chunks, then blend it with spring water and a little citrus. Then, to make it super smooth, we pass it through a sieve. The flavour is quite complex, almost a marriage between the sharpness of pineapple and the creaminess of banana. It's delicious and refreshing.
Guys, it's a beautiful day here in Jamaica. We've just picked some fresh ackee, Jamaica's national fruit. So I wanted to make a dish for my friend Vita and Tom behind the camera to celebrate our trip here in Jamaica, to show that I've learned a thing or two. And I had to use ackee as my favorite thing about Jamaica, I think, up with breadfruit, but we're going to go with ackee today. I'm actually going to spice this up in a lovely curry mix with cilantro, crispy onions, curry leaves, and then serve it on top of some light, fluffy, but golden and crisp crumpets. I don't think Vita would have had crumpets before, so I let some dough prove overnight, and I'm hoping I'll be able to recreate some crumpets here. But I think the ackee on top of it being so creamy and luscious, will work lovely with crispy, beautiful, fluffy crumpets.
First, I get the ackee cooking in salted boiling water. To build some depth of flavour and for a crispy garnish, I finely slice an onion, some garlic cloves, and then saute until golden and a little crispy. I picked up some fresh curry leaves from the market, and I add those to help infuse some flavour into the cooking oil. Whilst they're cooking, I prepare some scallion, ginger and pepper, which will run through the curried ackee.
So the onion, garlic and curry leaves have flavoured up this oil beautifully now. So that's what I'm actually going to cook the ackee in.
I've become hooked on the fiery Scotch bonnet peppers whilst in Jamaica, so I'm adding a hint to the pan, whilst the pepper mix cooks. A generous pinch of garam masala, my favourite Indian spice blend, goes in next to lightly toast, plus a pinch of sea salt, and then the ackee goes in to absorb the delicious flavour. To cook my crumpet dough, I just heat a little oil in a non-stick pan, then cook the dough until crisp, fluffy and golden. Oh, they look good. As a refreshing garnish, I'm making a little cilantro dressing by finely chopping scallion, scotch bonnet, cilantro and garlic. Then mix the ingredients up with some citrus, olive oil and sea salt. Last but not least, one final burst of flavour in the ackee, I serve through some lime juice and a handful of cilantro to gently wilt down. Crumpets are done, and perfect timing as Vita has just come down for a surprise thank you breakfast. The fluffy crumpets are topped with the curried, creamy ackee, a drizzle of the cilantro dressing, and not forgetting those crispy onions, garlic and curry leaves.
All right, let's see what he thinks of it. Vita. All right, Vita, this is your breakfast. I want to thank you for the hospitality and showing us around and teaching us all about Jamaica.
Oh my God.
So what I made here was a mixture of a few different things.
Yeah.
First we got English crumpet. Have you ever heard of a crumpet before?
The English one?
I'm going to call this one a Welsh crumpet actually. So it's I made some dough last night. I let it rise overnight. So it's going to be a little sour, bubbly, airy. And on top of that, your beautiful national fruit ackee. And I also made some crispy onions, crispy curry leaves, and then a little cilantro dressing with scotch bonnet.
I'm looking at the colors of the nation.
Oh yeah, true. I didn't see that.
Yellow, I see the black, I see the green. But it's definitely authentically giving that Jamaican vibe.
All right.
Brings a perfect breakfast for me right now in a rainy morning like this.
Well, tuck in and enjoy. I'm going to join you in mine in a sec.
Oh my gosh. My mouth is watering right now.
Those crumpets look fluffy. I've noticed when he goes quiet, it's a good thing.
Yeah. Good job, guys.
Oh, thank you.
You did the ackee perfect.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
It's not soft. It's just cooked perfectly, seasoned perfectly.
Oh man,
Much
that's
respect.
a good compliment because I learned what you said. Don't overdo it because you don't want to turn it into a scramble. So it's nice having those big chunks.
Yes, Jamaicans do not like a overcooked ackee that looks saggy and all over. They're firm, but cooked perfect is the right thing.
Success. I'm gonna go and eat mine now. Oh, that crumpet is perfect.
Yeah.
Well, from Jamaica and back to Wales. Oh, well, I thought I'd film a little ending to the Jamaica series just to sort of reflect on what an unbelievable time and experience we had there. On the last day in Jamaica, we actually visited an incredible coffee estate. Now, I was expecting to film an episode on Jamaica's Blue Mountain coffee, but just during the day with the weather conditions, it's unpredictable up in the Blue Mountains. We weren't able to get enough content to put together a film, but we were lucky enough to meet David Twyman, who runs the incredible Twyman Coffee Estate. And we were able to learn and taste fresh Blue Mountain coffee. Jamaica's Blue Mountain coffee is famed all around the world, and it's very unique and precious. And I think that actually would make a whole film on its own, hearing the story how coffee originated in Ethiopia, but obviously has sort of spread around the world, and it's become a drink that we all love, but it's very ritualistic. And the more I learn about coffee, the more I'm interested to learn more and tell the story, and particularly the story in Jamaica. So maybe that could be another trip. But thank you to David and everyone there that showed us around. It was a beautiful afternoon. And this is some of the coffee that I brought back. My last sip of it really is sensational. This is their pea berry, which is extra special. Up in the mountains, it was a sensational, magical day. Everything they told me about the Blue Mountains was true. It was misty. It was sort of cold and mysterious and special. There was something magic in the air there. And the conditions are perfect for creating such an incredible coffee. I love my coffee. And this is an incredible cup. So let's reflect on the trip. So firstly, I just wanted to explain why we actually went to Jamaica. Now, there's a few reasons. I've been kind of obsessed with Jamaica, the culture, the music. I was introduced to reggae at a young age. Some artists, you know, being played in the car, from Jar Cure to Egyptian to UB40, British band, but it was a good introduction to the culture, the music. I think lots of people that become attracted to Jamaica is through the music, and I always found it fascinating how such a small island has such a big impact culturally on the rest of the world. Jamaica is probably a similar size to Wales and population size to Wales, which, you know, we're small countries, but for them to have the impact from sport to music to culture to food to, you know, just language, and it's incredible really the effect that they have on the rest of the world. And I've been meaning to go for so long. I remember about 5 years ago on my YouTube channel, one video I posted, and I saw a comment from someone from Jamaica, and I was so excited that I had a Jamaican fan. And it turns out the person who commented was a guy called Chef Vita, and we stayed in touch, and I said to him, look, I've always wanted to visit, and I promise you as soon as I do come, I'll hit him up. And about 2 years ago, I was actually in Mexico at the time, and I wanted to travel somewhere else. I tend to go away in the winter times because I find the UK and Wales too cold and I can't grow any food. So I decided to head to Jamaica, and I said to Vita, I sent him a message, I'm coming, I'm finally coming. And we had an incredible week together. He took me around, showed me, you know, the real Jamaica, the Jamaica that I wanted to see and experience, not the sort of holiday resort Jamaica. I had the most magnificent time. And I met people along the way on that first trip and saw sights on that trip, from the Puddin Man to, you know, cooking by the river. And I just thought, as someone who enjoys making film and telling stories, I thought this is the perfect place to go to produce a series with cameraman Tom. And I just thought, we've got to come back. So over the following year, it was just in the back of my head that that's the place we're going to go in the winter time to film a little series. So
yeah, that's the reasons. It was being passionate about Jamaica and wanting to learn more about the culture, and also to tell stories and just relive that first trip that I had with Chef Vita and showcase it to my audience and tell the stories. I think just to add one more reason why I wanted to go there and make the documentary or the films there was because, just like Mexico, often I was told by the news and the mainstream media that Mexico and Jamaica is a dangerous place to visit and you shouldn't leave the resort. But at the end of the day, like, humans are humans wherever you go, and if you go with good energy and just openness to learn and to sort of be respectful, you know, you're gonna only attract the same back. And that's all I got, I felt, when I was in Mexico and in Jamaica, was love and positivity and good vibes. I think that, you know, here in the UK, it's as dangerous as anywhere in the world in certain places, and it's all very well and good, the mainstream media telling us that we should be scared about other places when there's, you know, danger on our doorstep. So all I had was positivity and good vibes when I went to Jamaica. It was the best place ever. So I want to touch upon sort of day to day. I want to share my gratitude and thanks to the people we featured. Starting on the first day, heading down to the beach with Vita and my friend Harlem and Tom. We went down and we cooked up some breadfruit on the beach. That was literally what we did the first day when I did my first trip to Jamaica. Me and Vita did it, and just as the sun was setting, people commented often saying, oh, you started cooking the breadfruit in the morning and then by the time it was ready to serve it was pitch black. It wasn't quite like that. The sun sets dramatically fast in Jamaica, so as we were serving it, it was dark, which was a bit of a shame. And looking back on that video, I should have described the flavour a little bit more. Nutty sort of potato vibes, but when it's cooked on the fire, it infuses this incredible smokiness. I would love to have a breadfruit tree in my garden. I think that's one of my favourite things about the Caribbean and Jamaica in general, is the breadfruit. So that was an epic day, starting with a run in the morning to the waterfalls, just that connection to the earth again, and it made me feel at home. There's something magical about Jamaica. I say that to everyone. There's something in the air there, and it was a beautiful morning and a beautiful day that first day. So meeting the Puddin Man, aka Mr. Wallace, was a magical moment. I didn't meet him on my first trip, so I didn't know who I was meeting, but thankfully Vita, my friend, my brother, set that up for us to meet him. And he doesn't do many interviews at all, but he just stumbled upon us when we turned up at the pudding shop. He just had this aura, this presence about him that was just captivating. We didn't even have time to put a mic on him because he just went straight in to tell us the story, and it was a real amazing moment. Tom captured it so well, despite, you know, a really busy road that, you know, half the time when I was listening to him talking, I was thinking, damn, please, I hope we're picking up this amazing story from him. There's so much to think about when you're filming off the cuff like that. We don't have a big team. We don't have a production crew or producers. It's just me and Tom trying to piece together something. So it's difficult, but it was captured so well. So shout out to Tom for that moment there. Because there's so much to think about, I was referring to the pudding as cake, and I got sort of so many negative comments on the Instagram video that, oh, why are you calling it cake? It's pudding. So the reason that I referred to it at that was because half because I had so much to think about during the actual moment. Are we capturing it right? Are we getting the audio? Not sure what Mr. Wallace was going to say or do next, because we wanted to keep up to speed with if he was showing us some of the pudding or not. But also because I wanted to really try and explain to my audience what pudding was. And the easiest way to describe it was just to say cake, because, you know, cake is a sweet dessert, and the pudding is a sweet dessert. I would now only refer to it as pudding because it has got that puddingy texture, but just to describe it simply to my audience, I refer to it as cake, but some people didn't like that, so I do apologise. Actually, I don't apologise, it's just what happened at the time, but the reason we went there and the reason I had to share Mr. Wallace's story and the magic of that cake, that pudding, was because on the first trip, me and Vita just pulled up on the side of the road at Mr. Wallace's shop, and he said to me, Vita said, "You've got to try this pudding." So I wasn't expecting much, to be honest with you, because it's very inconspicuous on the side of the road. We sat in the car after a long day, ate this pudding, and I was blown away. Seriously, this is like, it felt to me like the best dessert I've ever had, ever. It could have been like a Michelin star worthy dessert. Really, really was. So moist, so light, so just Moorish and spiced to perfection. Absolutely delicious. And then to meet Mr. Wallace and to hear his story, to showcase what he does to the world, was a real great experience. And I know for a fact that so many people that watch the videos the video that we made have gone down to support Mr. Wallace, and that is why I do what I do, and I wanted to share his story. Straight after seeing Mr. Wallace, we went and cooked up some ackee down by the river again. Chef Vita just explained and showed us how he likes to cook it in the mornings. Obviously without the saltfish, because he's an italist, which means he doesn't eat any meat or fish, just like myself. So it was delicious. Ackee is just a phenomenal delicacy, that's how I would describe it. It just grows everywhere in Jamaica. It's fascinating. It's so creamy and delicious, and enjoyed down by the sea with the salt water that he cooked it in was sensational. So over the last few years since moving to the country to live off the land myself, I didn't have this new kitchen, so I was cooking outside. And what I love so much about Jamaica, it is so sort of natural, and cooking with Vita down by the river, a lovely ital stew, was another highlight. It's so funny how Vita, he's just like, yeah, we'll just go down by the river, so relaxed and calm. And then we get there and it's the most magical place I've ever been. It was in a gully, just on the side of the road almost. For like making film, it's the most sensational like place. It just seems, it's almost a mist in the air that, you know, just makes everything look great. And we made a beautiful stew together, coconut milk from scratch that I've not done before. I love that Vita shared a little bit about why Rastas are, you know, the importance of eating off the land and being self-sufficient. Hearing that story was very touching, and it was just beautiful moments. I think just being outside, cooking over fire is everything that I love, and then finding that commonality with a fellow chef and friend doing it in Jamaica. These moments, even though it's kind of work when we're filming, they will live with me forever and ever. One of the best things about being in Jamaica for me, someone that doesn't eat meat or fish, is plant-based, is just the abundance of RASTA restaurants everywhere. I said in the video that they're sacred spaces, and every time you walk into a RASTA restaurant, that's what it feels. It's a community space. Food is just so fresh, it's wholesome, it's nourishing. Even if, you know, you're not RASTA, you don't eat ital, these restaurants attract anyone and everyone. I think often they go there just, they know they're gonna get nourishment and they're gonna feel good after eating the food. So just having that option there, we went to some incredible places. Always, I will say, inconspicuous. They're just serving good quality food. Most of the time, it's a small, humble restaurant on the side of the road. But some of the best food, the freshest food that I've had, doesn't matter where I've been in the world, from a fancy city. This is the food I want to be eating, humble, fresh, organic ingredients. And we went to Shanty Man. I still miss his tonics to this day. They're packed full of punch. They'll get you going. They are so good. Reflections in the market, Ebo Spice, amazing restaurant in Kingston. I walked in there not expecting much, to be honest with you. Unbelievable tasting burger. It was incredible with breadfruit. Delicious, so good. And then of course Mariana's, Mariana I feel has become a friend of mine now. Unfortunately, she decided to close her restaurant, and I'm sure the community in Kingston is going to be so sad, and she'll be forever missed, but they'll be forever grateful for the food and the community space that she has set up there. Her restaurant felt so welcoming and open, and I felt like I was a part of her family when I was sat there enjoying the food, and her blend of Middle Eastern influence with Jamaican ingredients was an incredible fusion and inspired me a lot. She was so kind before she left Jamaica. She sent me a load of Jamaican spices too, so I've got my stash, and I'm going to be cooking and using them a lot. So Mariana, she's definitely a true friend now. She's moved to Europe, so potentially we could work together again. And I miss those Rasta restaurants every day. If only, you know, I could just drive 5 minutes out of my house and then just pull up on the roadside and there's a Shanty Man there. I think potentially, they're probably not taken for granted, but just for my Jamaican audience, you're so lucky. You've got some of the best, hearty, wholesome, incredible food made with love by the Rastas just on your doorstep pretty much everywhere around the island. So, if I could go back there right now, I would. So I'm already planning my next trip, not to potentially film anything, but just to go and enjoy the place and relax. And we were staying up in Irish Town for a large proportion of the trip. Shout out to Christine, she's got one of the most amazing Airbnbs I've ever stayed at. I'll pop a link beneath this video to where we stayed. Just beautiful views, and she let us film there when we did the jerk mushrooms in her garden. Sensational. That was probably one of the highlights actually. Oh, and going to Dub Club. Oh my God, the greatest night of my life. I went there on my first trip and I said when I came home, I don't do nights out, I don't stay out too late, but this sensational place has a special place in my heart. Again, something magical in the air. Dub music has always been one of my favorite genres, but to hear it on the sound system where everyone's happy and smiling up in the hills on a Sunday evening, just overlooking Kingston, weed smoke in the air. I don't smoke, but just sensational moment that will live with me forever and ever. And being with my friends, Tom and Vita, just honestly, it makes me a little emotional to think about. I'd love to go back there. I want to say a huge thank you to everyone that was a part of it and made it possible and featured and showed us love, from Jesus at the market, who just gave us wisdom. I think people just open there and they just, you know, they when they saw that we were there with respect and love, you know, they were able to sort of trust us with whatever sort of knowledge or just wisdom that they wanted to share. So we were in the market one day, we met a man called Jesus who literally just talked to us for about 20 minutes, just sharing wisdom and knowledge. And these are priceless moments, and the reason why I want to travel more, just magical memories. Tom did an incredible job piecing together the episodes, the music choices, the grading. It was such an aesthetic place. For someone that loves putting together a nice aesthetic, when it comes to my kitchen, you don't need to force anything in Jamaica. It's there, it's magical. Everything looks great, everything is vibrant. I can't wait to go back. So thank you to everyone that was involved in it. It was a total sort of self-funded, self-made thing that we put together. The first trip was an eye-opener and made me want to do it, and the trip filming was just sensational. It was a joy to do. So thank you for tuning in, thank you for supporting it. Vita, my friend, you're going to be coming to Wales soon. I've been asking him for a long time to come, and I wanted to sort of recreate what we did in Jamaica here in Wales, because there is some similarity, believe it or not. Hills and valleys are everywhere here in Wales, just like Jamaica. It's very green. The only thing is we don't have beautiful, luscious fruit trees growing all around, unfortunately. But in my garden in the summertime, it's paradise. So I'd love to share my slice of paradise with Vita, just like he did with me in Jamaica. He's just opened up a new shop in Ocho, Rios, where he's serving some of his incredible food and juices and nourishing food. So please head down and support him. If you want to have a cooking experience, a private cooking experience with Vita, he also does an Airbnb experience. So if you want to click and book, click the link below. I cannot recommend meeting him and seeing the true Jamaica with him. So even if you're staying at a resort, book a day with Vita and just go down for some cooking by the river. You will absolutely love it.
Okay, thank you so much for watching the series and the video. Jamaica, I love you. I'll be back soon. Bless up.
What's up, baby? Boy, today I come out, you know. You mean that? Don't make the sun down inside here. Cool now, baby. God nah sleep. Look how me come here, make myself handy. Now you and your mama are fighting against me. Look how me come here, make myself handy. Now you and your mama are fighting against me. You think God asleep, you know him not sleep. You think God asleep, you know him not sleep. You think God asleep, you know him not sleep. With one eye him a peep, you know him not sleep. It's not easy to feed his mouth. Now you on top, you are on me out. It's not easy for three go school. I must say that's why you take me for fool. You think God asleep, me know him not sleep. You think God asleep, me know him not sleep. You think God asleep, me know him not sleep. With one eye him a peep, me know him not sleep. Every day me ride around the block, selling ants, powder and rat black. Every day me ride around the block, selling ants, powder and rat track. You kill out the rat before he make you hot. So buy a pack and kill him flat. Up on the spot, just like that. So kill out the mice before he make your rice. You don't have to cry, oh Jesus Christ. You think God asleep, me know him not sleep. 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 So kill out the rat before he meet your heart. So buy
Jamaica, Jamaica.
That is it.